And hello everybody, welcome to Iparaten. This is the Build Talk episode 3, and we're looking today at the continuation of my Salisbury Cathedral build. And what you can see here is that the build is almost complete. We just zoom in here. For anybody who's new to the channel, my name is Simon. It's good to see you, and this channel is dedicated to creating I'm just going to turn up the volume a bit on this. Creating architectural buildings, historic buildings, real-life buildings in Minecraft, using this blueprint format, which will help you, I hope, see the build clearer, and hopefully you'll be able to take some inspiration from this build that we have here. These videos are going up all the time on my channel, and every week I'll just do a sort of a summary of what's occurred. This is the third build talk that I've done, so we're nearing the end of this build. There are certain features that I need to sort out and finish off here, but the basic structure is in place now, and the idea of this channel is that I will create the similar scale models of other buildings around the world, probably starting off with main cathedrals, so we can get a sort of a good look at the scales of each one. And throughout the time, I'll start. I'll put in some information, some history and things like that. Let's just talk about some of the things. The table that we've got here. This is made out of lapis lazuli blocks. And the stonework that you see is mainly quartz. So we've got pillars. Anything vertical structure-wise is a pillar. Anything in between is just a quartz block. We then have chiseled quartz as significant layers, or if we have a keystone, we'd have a chiseled block there. As you can see, we use the lapis lazuli on the roof, so you can see the structure here of how I've done the vaulting. Otherwise, it's quartz steps, quartz slabs. There's iron railings used here. The standard lantern, haven't got anything flashy or anything like that. The the idea of this build is that I'm looking forward to seeing if you guys would want to use this as a template and go to town on the textures and things like that. But one of the main things I just want to say as well is that this has no mods at all, this build. So if you've just got the Bedrock edition, you can build this. You don't need anything else. But if you have got textures, mods and things like that, then you can go to town on this build. Other textures, where I can, I try to use the white. I'm trying to create that architectural model look. But if I can't, then I'll use things that are as light as possible. So this is the diorite. Diorite walls. I use a lot of just glass panes. Try not to use the glass blocks. I have where it's been necessary, and I have had some quite good effects, especially in the chapter house glass windows, because the octagonal nature or hexagonal. Octagonal, isn't it? Nature. Here, for example, you get a mixture of slabs and blocks, gives you quite a nice stained glass feature. But otherwise, it's just mainly sheets of panes rather than blocks. The main texture features are on the tower and on this west fascia. This is took me probably the most time of all, and these textures here, these are bookcases. These things here, or shelves, and I use this pale oak shelf for that. The other things you'll see as well for the vertical is trapdoors, and for that I'm mainly using again the pale oak trapdoor. And statues, so it's the armor stand, this armor stand here, and then the armor is all the iron stuff goes on it, just to give these a pale look as much as possible. So it looks pretty good when it's at night. Since the last episode, I think I've finished the cloisters, the chapter house, and the west fascia. I've added this block here on top of the cloisters, which I quite like, and I've pretty much, I think, finished the west fascia, though I do have some work to do on the door. I can't quite get the door looking right, so I'm still working on that aspect. Otherwise it looks pretty good, so I'm quite happy with that aspect. Bits that I need to finish, as I say, is the door down here. I was going to also look into having some of these lights done. This section here, just where it comes from the nave into the cloisters, I haven't any reference for this section here, so I had to have a think and I was kind of using the floor plan that you can see, trying to guess basically what was going on. And the same, this is the refectory, so it's got a glass roof to it, and it's just trying to get sort of small glimpses into this area to try and guess basically. And this area here, I know it's got almost like a flat roof across here with no glass, but I have no idea what this section looks like, so I will probably finish it how I think it might look, and then hopefully try and find some reference photos at some point of that section there. One of the things I'm a little bit down about is this cloisters. I kind of like what this looks like. It feels right when I've seen some reference photos. I think I've got one here. So there's this. So that seems like it's almost right. The only problem is this is 5 arches on each side, and I think the real building has 7. So so it means I'm going to have to do a rethink on at some stage to this cloisters, because the scale is right for it. So I'm going to have to try to think of a way to put these sort of shapes and features into basically a 5 space rather than a 7. So that's a shame, because it looks good, and I know that some people might get a bit pedantic on that. I think I'll leave it for now, because it will probably be a big a rework of that area. What else have we got? Oh yes, so in terms of things not completed, there's this this door here from the choir transept, and there's this the roof here. So this is looking up at the spa. So I think there is bracing that goes across here, and then some sort of like a U-shaped support, and then another arch here in this area, and then this the vaulting here. I think I'll probably bring it up to match the roof. I think it's definitely raised higher, I think, than the other arches, but it's so I'll have to work on that. And of course it's going to be a pretty good feature, but I definitely think I'll probably leave a gap in it so that we can come up and look inside the tower and get a cool sort of shot down. And so yeah, oops. That's so that's that, but it needs finishing. Yes, there's obviously bits that can be put inside. Can add bits in there. I haven't started on all of that, so I just wanted to initially get most of the structure correct, and then go for this sort of internal sort of look. But I was thinking that this is the sort of thing that you guys, if you've got all the texture, could have a pop at and see if you can get the insides right on it. Then down this end as well, this is I'm not sure how accurate this section is. It's difficult to get some views on it, and then there is a little bit of a problem with the end section here, which I think involves this end bit being a little slightly wider, because there's definitely another window on each side, but I can't seem to work out the sort of the way of that. I think the roof is correct. This sort of section here looks right from what I can see from aerial drone footage. So as you can see, there's a few windows that need to be put in, and basic textures and stuff. This is the tower. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks pretty cool. And I think there might be a little bit of texturing needed on the steeple. This is so I will I can talk to you about anything, any parts of the build if you want. Give you some basics. There's some of the basic stuff is on the left. Keep an eye on that, by the way, because I do adjust some stuff. The actual end wall is here, so you can see that's 143. So that's the cathedral length. But with some of these buttresses, this is 144. But the basic outline is what you can see on the stats there on the just below me. The width is 61, so these are the I count the width on the inside, these blue blocks. So from this, it would be 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 61 inside, keeping the inside dimensions odd so that we can get these Gothic arches. With an odd number, you can get the proper sort of peak in the arch. I think actually some of these arches need to be a little bit remolded. They're probably need to be more Gothic, I would say, but shouldn't be a big job just to sort of play around. But I think once it's completed like this, you can get you can then get really into the detail and work on some of the actual shapes. The chapter house, for example, was one of these ones which is I'm still kind of working on it. It's a hexagon, octagon, sorry, and it's I'm not quite happy with the way that the ceiling is. It's got a lot more fan nature to it. So I think this might need to have a rework as well. But I think you see these side things almost they meet. There's no real blue bit, is what I'm trying to say, really, and it's much more sort of developed. But otherwise, I think the scale, the heights are right. I work by photographs of the public, and I can then gauge the sort of height of the window from where they've stood. I'm not sure. Have I got a? Yeah, no, I don't have one on the actual chapter house. This is the western facade, by the way, and yeah, this was difficult to try to get the sense of the detail. But if we probably recreate where we're stood. Let me just get to ground level here, and we're probably something like that, maybe a bit closer. So as you can see, just a quick comparison, the sort of scale looks, it's quite right. I mean, it looks like actually the windows at the top can actually come down a little bit. But the height of the towers look about right. And so yeah, the door needs some work on, I think. Maybe the columns actually are too thick, and I could put a thinner column down on that one. Yeah, maybe these columns here could be thinner, make a bit of more of an arch, and then this maybe this should be taken down to this level here. Just take out one more. That's probably what it was. Something, you know, it takes something like this out. And then that would probably be a little bit better. I will fix that later. Probably have to take one of these out as well. It might mean we might have to have a little bit of fiddle with that. That's the way I sort of work is mainly on comparing to actual reference photographs. I'm still working on the way that this channel is going to look. Definitely going to try to improve some of the features that we've got on it. And the next video, and the next project will probably be St. Paul's Cathedral. Just thought I'd start off with something a little bit different in shape. We could do Notre Dame. That might be pretty cool. And I thought I'd put them in some sort of order around here. This is obviously facing west here. You can see the sunset here. So yeah, that is the progress so far on this. It looks like I probably will just finish off those few little bits. Obviously need to wait to get some good references on some of it, but I'm pretty happy with this build. So in the next week, hopefully I'll have finished off most of the odds and sods on this, finish the windows and things like that, and I will then start to plan the next build next to it. So put in the comments below if you have any preference between St. Paul's or Notre Dame, and I will see you in the next video, which will be next week. Check out as well my sister channel, Flight Past. That's at the moment we've just finished looking at Omaha Beach using Microsoft Flight Simulator to look at the history. Next week, we'll be looking at Gold Beach on D-Day. And as I say, this I'll see you next week on this channel alive, probably on Wednesday, and I'll give you an update on how things are going. So good to see you. Hope you're well, and I'll speak to you next week.